We're live.
Are we live? We did it. We made it through.
I knew we'd figure this out.
Yeah, good man. Good
Awesome.
man.
Dude, I got to tell you, I've been waiting all day to do this. I'm super pumped, man. I'm super. So first of all, thank you so much for doing this. This means a lot to me. But
Yours.
your, I mean, your story is just too good to not to share. And it's been awesome. Like I get so fired up every time we have a call. So here we are. I've got 3 questions for you.
Let's do it.
Ready?
Yeah, me.
All right. Unrehearsed.
Unrehearsed.
I know your answers.
Yeah. See what it is.
All right. This is how simple. Question number 1. What did life look like before you joined the HOP90? In other words, my question is, what pushed you to join the program?
Ooh, good one. Lots of different reasons. I guess the overarching reason would be my injuries over my life. You know, I did a lot of sports when I was a kid. Teen years, I did a lot of extreme skateboarding, snowboarding, did combat sports for 10 to 15 years. So that obviously puts a lot of wear and tear on your body. And then probably 8 months ago, 8 years ago, I should say, a little different there. I injured my shoulder in the gym, actually, of all things, doing an incline press. Again, as I've learned now, different kind of strategy for not just doing little tiny motions in the gym and stuff like that, as you know. But yeah, I did that. And then over these 8 years, I've gone to, I can't tell you how many physicians, how many different things and tweaks I did to my lifestyle, diet, movement. I've had surgery on this shoulder. I got a burstectomy, as you know. So a wide range of things and pain, and that's just one area. You know, my knees, you know about, my hamstring, you know about, my back, you know about. I've had surgery on my thumbs. You know, all these different things led up to that. And I had talked to you originally years ago. We've known each other for a long time, right? So, and within the industry and as friends. So you'd known about my struggles with that, and I'd always like, oh, so you doing anything for training? Or you doing anything for online? And you're like, no, that's not my zone. Sorry, and it is what it is. So, out of all the hatred people can have towards COVID, it got you to where I wanted you to be, because I wanted you to work for a long time, right? You know, I wanted to work with you. Just being in the industry and knowing all the different people out there, you're one that I really, really wanted to work with, and that knew their stuff, and were really, preached it and practiced it at the same time. You know what I mean? And that's important to me, as I personally can't go and train with someone who's like, oh, I've never had an injury. Okay, well, you don't get what I'm going through, so it doesn't make sense. And there's tons of people like rubber and can do everything and never had to do anything. And as for me, it's just like I had to work with someone who understands when I'm telling them, like, my arm doesn't go this way. They have to be like, yeah, a little millimeter means a world of difference, whereas someone else could just do it without even trying, right? So kind of going back to your question originally, the big thing for me was finally being able to work with you after all of these years. And that's what excited me, was to join the HOP90, was to, I've tried all this other stuff. You were kind of doing some stuff with HOP90, the Move Strong, and all those different programs that was been interesting to me for years. And then I finally got to do it right. And that's what drove me to the HOP90. That's one reason I joined the HOP90. Do you want more reasons why I joined HOP90? Or?
Yeah, actually, I'd like to hear, because the injuries, yeah, absolutely. And let me just touch on that too. I love that you said that. And that is something that I pride myself in. I don't think that any of the things that I do are particularly impressive. I mean, there are people that are way more mobile and flexible than I am. But for people to understand where I came from.
That's the big
from. I used to call myself the Tin Man, and similar to yourself, there was a point in time in my life where I couldn't make it through a day without pain medication, right? Just from all the injuries. So that's why I speak with such confidence and conviction about what I do, because I've been down that road and I know exactly what you are going through. So yeah, no, I appreciate you highlighting that point. That's an important point. But then, so there's the injury side of things, and then there was the nutrition side of things too, right?
Sure.
And a few other things.
Yeah. So again, over the years, you know, just being in the industry and that being a focus of mine all my life, health and nutrition and stuff like that. But there was the ebbs and flows. You know, I'll get to a certain level in the gym or within my exercise or within my diet. I'll hurt myself real bad, get super upset, discouraged, fall off the train, off on, you know, the list goes on, right? And trying virtually everything. I'm always going to be an experimenter. Even after the Hop90, I'm going to experiment. It's what I do. It's how I have fun, right? So for me, the Hop90 for the diet portion of it, for me, got me excited to go all in on something that, what's the word, that actually had it all put in one spot, right? Got it all together. Everything I'd kind of learned, everything I kind of tried from what our conversations pre-Hop90 starting was what I was looking for, right? And I don't know if I've ever told you this. I don't think I've told many. I think I've told my wife, but at 35, I want to be the best shape of my life. I'm 33 right now. And I said that when I was last year in December before COVID hit, the prior December, not last, the one before, I said I want to be in the best shape of my life. And then we got an opportunity, my wife and I, to open a business, and we had to take advantage of that. So, you know, very little sleep. You know the business side of things, like just no sleep, no health, fast food, not eating, no exercise other than what building the store and stuff like that. So that hit, and that didn't start off my goal very well. And then COVID hit, and we had to shut down the store for 3 months, and then that stress level, and then the list goes on, and I gained a ton of weight. You know, I gained a ton of weight. I drank too much. I ate poorly. All those things adding up over time. And yeah, so my first year into my goal wasn't really how I wanted to start that year off, but I got a second try at the start of this year, right? And that's what kind of got me. It's like, I got to do something. I can't keep living the way we've been living, and I need a little bit more of keeping me accountable and having a program and a system that I know will work, because I've done all the health things in the past, but I haven't accumulated in one spot. So that's why the Hop90 was a calling for me, and you finally made the stuff online. So it was match made in heaven, right?
Listen, man, when you said I'm going to be in the best shape of my life at 35, you just gave me the chills. I love that. Oh, you just lit me up. Yeah. That's incredible. Okay. So, all right. So let's get to the meat of the conversation, I guess. So since starting the Hop90, since starting working together, what are some of the things that you've noticed? What's changed?
Oh, well, the biggest one is just my mindset around pain, my mindset around my injuries, the mindset around not even my injuries, just the way my body works. You know, you're progressing, regressing, those sort of things, and taking a step back and really understanding the concepts that your body are going through, or the feelings your bodies are going through, and really understanding, like knowing what too much and too little is, knowing, you know, when I started this, you know, I was bigger, obviously, and I had a lot of trouble with my insulin. I had a lot of trouble with pain and cortisol levels. So for me, those first 3 weeks were torture, you know, detoxing all that sugar, you know, not drinking, not doing anything like that, exercising a little bit, but like still, and just the mood swings and the energy ups and downs and stuff like that. To get through that was a struggle. But the other side of that struggle, as it gets better and better and better, is just, you know, there's no real words for it. You know what I mean? Like it's all that. So that alone was huge. And then you stack my shoulder for the first time in I don't know how long, being able to do hangs and support myself in planks and do that stuff. And for me, it's no lack of trying, right? Like I went to the rehab, I did what the doctor said, I held my shoulder in its spot, I did all those things that are technically not what I should have been doing, but I did what I was told. It wasn't for a lack of me being lazy and not motivated to try things, but when you try things, you know, what's the saying for insanity, trying the same thing over and over and expecting a different result? Well, I was going insane trying to fix myself because it wasn't working. So for me, the energy, my mood, my mindset towards pain, my physical body feeling better, stronger now, all those things are huge for me, like life-changing as in itself. And for that, you know, and that everyone who's going to watch this or listen to this, it wasn't like this. It was like this in week 2. It wasn't like this in week 4. You know what I mean? Like for me, it was long, and I'm finally tasting it now. But since day 1, what did I say to you? I said, day 1 starts at the end of the 90 days. These 90 days are the training wheels for me, right? Like taking them off in a couple of days, and that's exciting, but also nerve-wracking and a whole bunch of other emotions as well, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Incredible. And yeah, I mean, yeah, I remember speaking with you long before the hop starting to work together, and you did try a lot of different things. Like you were not sitting back and just saying, I'm a victim, right? Anything you could try. I remember and every time we met, you would have these great questions, and I knew. So I'm really happy that we got this opportunity to work together, and your results have just been incredible.
Likewise, like, I mean, man, for sure.
I love the fact that you started that answer with the mindset piece, because so many people overlook the importance of the mindset piece. And then now we're actually able to train. We're able to do stuff with that shoulder and the hamstring and the knees and everything, right?
Yeah.
Which is incredible. And then like you've had some meaningful like change in body composition too, have you not?
Yeah, dropped some weight. To tell you the truth though, it's almost been a relief for me. You know, the sayings that you've said, I think you got it from James Clear, Atomic Habits, but the 1% better concept, that's really resonated with me personally. I use that. It's part of my things that I write out every day, but it's two faceted. It's like one side of it is you got to do a little better every day. There's no room for slack. Even if better means taking a rest day when you really should it, or you don't want to take a rest day, but you should to take, you know, 1% better can mean a lot of things. But at the other side, it gives you grace that, oh, I don't have to do, you know, 500 push-ups day 1. I can just do a little bit more, and that's the win. That's the goal for the day. And that the 1% better is just made my shoulder. Whereas if it swells a teeny bit or if it hurts a teeny bit, well, oh, then it's wrecked. I'm going to go and eat McDonald's or whatever. You know what I mean? Not saying I did that ever, but I'm just saying that would be an example of an extreme. So for me, the 1% better is both for the positives that it gives you and the improvements that it gives you, right? Both sides of things. So that's what resonates with me.
Incredible. So, and I love that you said day 1 starts after the 90 days. So let me ask you this, and this is the third question. And I know, because I know you mentioned you were pressed for time today, so I appreciate you doing this again. But what's next? What do you mean by that? What is day 1 after the 90? What are you most excited about next?
Oh, lots of things again. I am excited to really explore the movement in my body and what it is capable of doing. You know, like again, we're talking about what is it called? The preparatory stage for all your ligaments and
general physical preparedness stage. We call it the GPP phase, where
right.
we focus on understanding the movements. We focus on getting into deeper ranges. We really focus on joint integrity and connective tissue health, which most people overlook. Right? We're in this state of the fitness industry where people rush to train muscles, and that's usually at the expense of the joints and the connective tissue. And we flip that on its head. We start to work on the joint health and connective tissue first, right? Which is most important. So that's why, you know, I'm super excited to see what's next for you
Me
as
too.
well, right?
So that's one thing that I'm super excited for. I'm excited to kind of play around with just all the different facets that are within the program. You know, I've been an advocate for sleep for I don't know how many years, so I've been doing that for a long time. But playing with different things within the diet, you know, just playing. Like I said, I like to experiment. I like to play. So now that we're working together, I can bounce ideas off of you, and you know, I'm excited for the training, the movement, seeing what my body's capable of doing. I'm excited to, like, you know, maybe go and golf this summer or do something like that, you know, a normal activity that, you know, 60-year-olds are doing. I wouldn't mind being able to go and do that myself at 30, you know, so, right. So, and everyone's going to be wondering, oh, did you lose weight? Yeah, I lost weight. And, but that was, I honestly, if you come into this program, me personally, if you come into this program and just don't care about the weight, just try real hard not to care. I haven't not had it fall off. I've only checked it, I think, twice the whole time, because it was never, you want to know what the success for me is what I've told you, the excitement I have about what my body can do. I don't really care what I look like in the mirror. If, you know, I can do a handstand push-up down the road, you know, that's more important to me personally. And sure, aesthetically down the road, we can shred up here and there or do whatever you want. But for me, it's the movement stuff that I've just fallen in love with. You know, like when I first did combat sports, I fell in love with that, and I'm kind of felt something towards movement or towards an exercise that I've fallen in love with again. So
now that you've said that,
yeah,
I think our goal is to get you back into combat sports, because if you love them, I want you to do what you love, right? I just had this conversation with someone else, and they're no disrespect meant to any physio or anything like that, but when I hear someone say, my goal is to return someone back to pain-free movement, like that's a shitty goal.
Yeah.
You know, that's like if you're in the financial world, that's like saying to someone, my goal is to get you debt-free. Cool.
That
okay,
be your first goal.
Yeah, sure, I guess. My goal is not people pain-free. My goal is to get people moving and being stronger than they've ever been in their lives. Because listen, even if just to return you to where you were pre-injury, I think it's reasonable to expect that you'll incur injury again.
Yeah, that's
right?
the mindset.
Let's make you stronger than you've ever been before. That's my goal, and no less, right?
Yeah.
Man, I love your mindset and mentality, but I gotta ask you, can you just share how much weight you have lost on the program?
Started the new year at 233, and my last measurement, I did on Saturday, was 188. So whatever the math is, that 30, 40 pounds.
No big deal.
Yeah.
No big deal.
No biggie.
Dude, that's unbelievable. But I just want everyone to understand that this wasn't like you walked into this and it's been an easy road, right? Like, you've done work. I mean, you put in the work, you showed up. We had a ton of calls together. You showed up for every weekly call. You did all the lessons. You did all the work that I asked you to do and some.
Yeah.
And you, well deserved, man. That's incredible. I tell you, you know, it's great to, I feel like when we first got on the calls, it was rare to see you smile. And now every time we have a call, I can hear your voice and the smile and laughing and just being excited about the future, man.
Yeah.
I'm so pumped that you did this program.
Me too,
it's
man.
Unbelievable.
Me too. Yeah.
Incredible, man. And thank you for doing this today. Anything else? Did we cover everything? Like, I feel like that's a lot.
I don't like you said, I showed up, I did the work, and I think that for anyone who would join, that's the key. If you show up and do 70%, other than when you're told to do 70%, then you're going to get not the results. If you go in and all you want to do is lose weight, like, it'll work. If that's your goal, sure, it'll work. And if that's, you know, you have a health problem or something, you need to drop pounds, it'll work. But if you go in kind of with the mindset to better yourself, because all the other transformations, all the other diet things I did in the past was 90 days and then boom, where's the pizza? Where's the, you know, all the things. And again, planned, you can do that for fun, but it's not going to be a lifestyle of doing that. Do get lean for 90 days and then cut. So for me, it's now I have habits that I enjoy. You know, I spend an hour and a half doing exercise in the morning or movement. I spend close to an hour doing mobility and stuff in the evening, and I do stuff and movements throughout the day, and it's just stuff I love doing. So it's really good, you know. But do the work, as in anything. Do the work, and you'll get the results.
Yeah, yeah. No, listen, man, I appreciate you, and I can't wait to see what day one after the 90 days looks like for you, because I feel like the future is bright, man. We're gonna continue to do great things together, brother. I appreciate you doing this and sharing. Thank you so much, man.
Oh, man,
you're the best.
Anytime.
All right, man. I'll let you go. We'll chat later.
Cheers.
Thanks, man.
Peace.